Hey everyone, welcome back to Threadbound, which is quite possibly the best Steam demo of a puzzle game this year. This is just an intro clip I'm recording, but this is a game where you can link together the properties of boxes and other objects. We connect this X to the Y. You can see how X to the right corresponds to Y above and vice versa. We can jump, we can shove boxes as well. Last time we played with so many puzzles exploring these ideas, like it was some boxes even linked to the player. But enough intro, let's just go back to the blind playthrough live footage where I actually solve this puzzle. All right, on back onto the main line. What do we have? Y, we have two potential changes. This Y is odd. It's like it needs to get shoved really far down, and then the Y also matches that Y, but it goes up first, then down. Seems real. All right, cool. Shroom. What do you mean a key is there? Okay, explain this. Wait, the other way around. What is this? Okay. Except we didn't want to do that early. But that's a cool idea. I guess we always want it to be static. Okay, very cool idea. We always want to move opposite of the mushroom. Oh shoot, how do I do this? Certainly not like that. Why does this seem so difficult to make work? We don't even move at the same speed as the mushroom. Is there like a 16 times slow down button? Okay, what if like we slow down the mushroom to a crawl by always moving left? Hold on. I don't know this is working. The key has so little space to move, it's crazy. I am noticing there is a time where the mushroom is like you saw the mushroom was almost completely still when I was moving left when it was over there. So that was something, but it wasn't enough to keep the key stationary. You know, why do I have this obsession with doing it the hard way with this? Because I don't know, maybe I thought it was more interesting if you had to time your movements so that they always are counter to the mushroom. But that's actually not what this is. It's that the player is always standing still, and the mushroom is doing all the work here. And now we have to time jumps. Pictured footage of not timed jumps. Okay. I actually, like, this is really cool. It's like, it reminds me of, like, auto-scroll Mario levels or something. Okay, we can move now. Alright, let's go. Music stopped. Oh my god. Great. Another branch. It looks like the top is the optional again. Let's go back. What's in here? My gosh. Okay, there's a trinket there and a trinket there. So both these rooms, assuming there's no connection in between them, have a thing going on. Well, what's there to do? That one's sleeping. How do I make it not sleep puzzles? Or is it always gonna sleep? It's like the mushroom is like bouncing a box on top of itself over and over. Doesn't it feel like that's what it is? I don't know. Alright, now this can move down. Hopefully it doesn't die to spike. Well, there we go. It died to spikes. Whoop-de-doo. Well. Yeah, and it doesn't last. Sad. Although I guess the dead mushroom, it is 3 heights, so even a dead mushroom could keep that alive. Okay, well, that was a disaster. However, the idea of having the mushroom on top of the crate still seems like a thing that could very much happen. This should move left if I kept the space. Damn it. I have severe doubts that I'll be able to make this jump past the mushroom. No. The point is, after that situation, that it wants to be moving left. So maybe this just needs to go, like, way to the right before I set this up. There is a lot more reasonable, although I still suspect an issue. Oh well. Okay, slightly to the left here, so the boxes can stack. Boom. Now, honestly, if the bouncing player logic was the same, the box bouncing on the mushroom infinitely wouldn't really be a thing either, but it would be so good. Okay, what do we have? YYXX. They are both bouncing against the thing, even though you can't quite see the one that's bouncing over here. I was thinking, like, what if there was a really long cycle of X's where one of them does like this and this, and this or whatever, but then with them moving at the same speed, it's not going to be it. It's going to be the X's connecting to each other, and the one to the right wants to move up, the one to the left wants to move down, and like with their X's combined, they will always move in the same direction and counter themselves. Just visualizing this should work. Yep, there you go. So they're all like, that one is moving to the right constantly, this one's moving to the left constantly. And that the remote canceling each other out does not matter. Okay, and it just auto reset. Alright, let's go back. XY. I can control my X. Well, looks like this X wants to be controlled. Then Y gets flung, is this it? Wait. Why? How does this keep happening to me? I want to control that box's X, that Y's X controls there. Boom. Hi. We've also snipped the connection away, which is a mechanic we have definitely seen already. But why does the music go like that? Are we gonna ascend or something? Can't wait to connect to one of the X's in the controls. That would be a good joke. I don't even know where we're going. Probably left. But we're not dealing with the X this time. Oh. Okay, this is not what I expected, I guess. I wanted to shove it. Lol. But I can't shove it from here. Maybe there's a way to stand... Maybe like we shove first. Then there's a way to stand on the box and have an X do something insane. Maybe this is... Maybe this is overcomplicated again, because... Like, what if X just connects to Y and then Y to X? Shucks game. Maybe it's the timing thing, like you wait until there to knock it. Yes! Okay. Well, I was forced to pick this up, wasn't I? And what actually syncs up to this? Seemingly not a whole lot, although, wait. Okay, that was dumb. I saw there was an opportunity to shove this to the right. Okay. Now it can control something. Even though everything seems locked right now. Well, it's my Y that needs to change. Right? Very suspicious, buddy. Or wait, I already have an X to Y. So I'm just gonna use my Y to put this back onto the platform. I do want to be careful here, but basically because I'm the one who has... I can do the same thing effectively. Just knock it off while in the air, and there we go. I can still do the same motion as before. I'm just really far away from it, so you can barely see it. Okay, I love the UI. It really helped there. I hope that you could also visualize it, but the entire contraption allowed me to continue getting a leftward boost, even when I was far off screen. Now, Y to X, I mean... God. Can't wait. Was it gonna go infinitely far, actually? Shoot, that would be so cool. I think it is infinitely far. Okay, and then we need to, like, set up whatever this is. Oh, God. Can we even do so? Unless we, like, wait for the abyss to stop. If that even is a thing. Which is a suspicious thing to think about. Like, I'm not sure that's true. Maybe we should check what the hell that is, instead of thinking it's probably useless. Alright, check what this is. Well, can we break it? We cannot. But there is this thing. We can make the Y of this go down based on this X, and then... Can I think Y to Y? No, we move this to get a second... No! Oh, God. I didn't mean to quit off the menu. Oh, God, that was really embarrassing. Okay, here. We want to Y to connect to X again, but we need to make this fall off. We do that by holding right, and because, again, even though we have a massive left force on us, it doesn't matter. We are able to push this box off and get another huge left force. Yes, excellent. Cool. Well, aren't we proud? Okay. What is that? It's portals. Oh my god. Casual portaling. There's no way that this extends for like another... Oh, there, congratulations! From the whole Games theme, thank you for playing the Threadbound demo. Yes, because, yeah, you've definitely shown that you have an insane amount of stuff. Yeah, okay, but there's a bit left, about 83%. Cool, there's... So this is the... Okay, well, this is literally where we currently are, oh my god! Yes, because I remember there was also a wheel thing. It wasn't here, it was even earlier. It wasn't that much earlier than this room, I think. I might be going insane. You still won't have any new items, I bet. Alright, whatever. Okay, this isn't even the room I was thinking about, but this is the room with the very suspicious elevator that can keep going upwards. And there's this box. For some reason. I already screwed it. Alright, we need to come from the later fast travel point and just spam reset to get back. Actually, there's only one room, so... Alright, just cut it here. Also, it's annoying the X's shove, but whatever. Alright. Now we have two boxes. They should be close together so that I have room to do this. But link the X's to each other, and then X to Y, so that I can push this to make it move upwards. But then when you push the other box, it doesn't move the platform. Alright, and then just repeat this over and over and don't accidentally fall off the platform. I could have had the boxes, like, directly touching, potentially, to make this take less long. Okay. Almost there now. Alright, let's go. So up here is... Oh man. Is it an entire new section? We got a block, XY, and my own XY. I don't think I want that X to... Like, I want the X to come here, so the Y goes to X and the X goes to Y. I think. I mean, that has to be it, so... I just need to set it up like that. I thought X to X was not going to be possible because I was going to be moving left, but maybe the block just blocks the other one. Also, is there a hole down here? Yes. Okay. So it seems like we actually do X to X connection, and then Y to Y also. Alright, now, while jumping, and now it's locked. Okay, and now I am fine with pressing Y here to get past it. Yep, okay, cool. And finally, there we go. Ooh, another one. I don't even know where the edit points are. Maybe there's no edit points. And we're just supposed to make these jumps. Although there's some shoving, so... There's a one-way platform here, so I can cause this shove. Wait, where is our exit point? Is it up there? Well, we still have a problem of, like, these aren't... If we're exiting to the top left, these blocks need to be on top of each other. Like... Am I missing a way to thread? Because what it's asking me to do doesn't seem that possible. Like, stacking the blocks. Or even getting one past the other. Can you do, like, shove up? Oh my god! You can shove right and then shove up. That's with mildly tight timing. Wow. Did I screw it? Oh my god. And you can't shove in midair. Grrr. Okay. See, I would suggest shoving, like, just just holding up and left, you know, but it doesn't work. It almost feels unintentional the way this is currently. There. Okay. Alright, let's go. And another wheel. It just died on spikes. But I don't want to die on spikes. I want to go here. And fall to a new area. There's no new area! Alright, that wasn't the only wheel. And the map doesn't show wheels. But there's 2 areas that I want to explore. One of them was like super early on, wasn't it? I don't really think it was in here though. Maybe. Okay, it was not here. Back to water reflection nostalgia land, but no. It was way early on. Nope, not here. Am I losing my mind? Okay, well there happens to be this room, which we also noticed has the wheel over here. This wasn't the room I was talking about, but we can go for it anyway. The odd thing though is we already came through this way and didn't find anything. Like in the first try. Because there's no way that even with a box from the room on the right that we would be able to pass that gap. I wonder if... Okay, so we have that box, and this region here is suspicious. We can connect X to Y. Oh, okay, maybe a shove was better. Just shove it past here to begin with, because we can cut off the connection later on. God damn it! Oh my god, we need to do this so we break the lock. How annoying. Okay. Alright, and also the hope involving this is not just that we happen to get a box in the next puzzle, but that it might give us some more... Here, break it. Okay, I love that. I love that it's used. Make sure to not get it stuck to a wall and push. There we go. Okay, so maybe that we are in this room. Well, I mean, okay, we can actually just get the key right now. Just not really what I was thinking. Okay, we still only have one, but we can actually modify this one's Y coordinate. Feels potentially promising because we maybe connect this one's X, and then this can be floating in an insane amount. But I also remember there was a possibility of getting the box from the right side into here. That's another possibility. Only that one's X can be modded though. Honestly, why don't we just modify the X of that one instead of, like, as funny as it would be to modify this one's Y based on the mushroom's X, it feels not necessary. Okay, just shove that in there. And connect X to X. Okay. Alright, very nice wheel. Okay, now I will be spamming reset, because I think there was a room earlier on that we wanted to get to. Yes. So do you remember this room? We literally needed the warp to do this likely secret, because I was trying so many things on this room, and it turns out it's just that you need to warp from later on where you have made no progress in this room, and hopefully the wheel is easy and there's no other puzzle after. There's a puzzle after. Okay, well, far be it from me to complain about there being more puzzles, huh? So this one needs to go up and to the right. Feels like you just get an opportunity to do that as soon as you enter that room over there, right? So nothing changes here until... Oh my god. How would you know there was a one-way at that location? Very rude. Anyway, I guess that failed because we didn't do an equivalent X motion to cancel out the going upwards. So then you do that, because now we're fine. Okay, cool. Oh my god, there's another. Okay, but what do we have to even move that down? The X is not allowed, but it would be nice if my Y went up really fast. Is it timed such that every time this X would go right, which is where my Y would get boosted, the block would block the way? Isn't there still a 1x1 passage here for me? Yes. What was the problem? You only needed one for that. I feel like feel like that was like a cheese in some way, maybe. But oh well. Like, isn't this room weird? Like, what is the... What was that? What? You don't even need it to do anything? You can just do boop boop. That's like a super jump. Alright, enough with this nonsense. Those are the 2 wheels that I spotted. Is that all? Let's go back into the secret D3... I mean, Devland. 83... Does that still say 83%? What's the main menu say? 7 plus... What the spaghetti is this? Also, the fact that we found an antique coin, but that wasn't on the map is very, very paranoia-inducing. I thought the reason that there were no more antique coins, like gold things on the map, was because we found them all and the rest were wheels. But no. So that means that we could have, like, not paid attention to a small green wheel in, like, the early game and have not noticed. The potential of that is non-zero at this point. I didn't jump left. Oh my god, man. This put some please in the full game. I know this is not the hidden walls type of game, but god damn it. This is perfect. No one would notice. Location. My gosh. When I first, like, went back to this warp, it seemed like maybe you could get up there, but maybe not. I can get a box from here. Huh. Oh man, wait, can I enter this air? Oh god. Wait, no, it starts connected, so maybe I can't. What I want to do is, like, maybe get a box here. Except I want to double stack, because of the cursed platform thing that we just did. In a way that doesn't feel right either. We get a mushroom. Surprised that mushroom going between screens hasn't been a thing either. We saw that platform super jump. Like, maybe that's what that's for, but like a single block does not seem to do it. So that's why I said double stack. But this XX configuration is not suited for making this work. Okay. Is there a way to bring a box from here to here? This game has the thing where you can jump for a short while after you fall off a platform. So can you do like this? Oh! Oh my god. This is an amazing demo. Okay, I love how this looks like beginner puzzle, right? But we need to stack. This is literally like it's the room from the bottom. Pretty sure we want the X's to not look like that at the first moment. We want something like this. And then connect. So then there's a lot of room to do this. Actually, oh no, it still does not really make it. Is there some shove tech? Like the right plus up shove that we saw from before. Or maybe it's like you do that and you shove. You can shove twice in that area, right? Without it touching. Because the biggest problem is when the box touch each other. Even then you probably want to adjust it just very slightly, like here, so that you have the most room. No, not there. Like there. Again. But now you do 2 shoves quick. You idiot! That's not what I wanted to do. Here. Wait until then you spam shove, please. Yeah! You know what? Maybe that's fine enough. Even with one... I swear to god it was about getting 2 shoves. Can we do the... No! No. We're almost there. Shut up. We're almost there. Yeah. No! Alright, that was a huge mess. We got it. Even though, like, I would have thought that shoving 2 times before it touched the box would be a better execution of that. Maybe this is the puzzle where that happens, though. Are we doing some sort of mid-air drop shove? What is this? Because I was thinking there was something interesting about the idea that maybe you could shove twice. Maybe this is not even the right connection. But when you drop a box... Oh, shoot. We have the XX problem again, obviously. Also, we could literally just stack them like normal. We don't even need the XX connection to test. I thought I would be lazy or something. Anyway, notice that when the box is falling... What if I shove both boxes at the same time? Is that the idea? I don't think it would even land, but, like, I want to know. Great, good job, me. Great. Anyway. Maybe now's the time where I do the connection. And then the shove will work to knock it over. Yep, is what I plan to do. I hope that's enough height, by the way. It's not. Well, we got memed. What if it's like, it gets more exposition? Oh no. Like, somehow assuming that the shove will do more X than you expect or something. Because it travels longer. That didn't work at all, by the way. Well, I want to try this because I swear to God, it didn't even work like the other time. And remember, all the way back in failed triple stack land, if you remember. But wait, it did work. No, I swear to God, it did work. I think it was more than normal shove. Okay, well, there you go, I guess. So it's more force than expected. Because as I'm going to shove the bottom box, and that brings the top box along with it, which modifies its X, and then its X transports to the other one. Yay, yay, yay. And there's a lever. What is the lever? And it's just a fall to this area? What did that lever lead to? Also, I like how I just now noticed that there's a slope for the box to hit and collide on. I thought the slope was introduced in a Greenland level, but no. That's not what it is. I didn't do this fully last time, but honestly, I should go and reset. Go back, press R, and reset, and just keep going to try to see if there's any wheels that I missed, because I feel like the chances of that are high. Can I get a box in the water? I don't think so. Although, I have the chance for a box to link to itself. Wait, that's sick. No, wait, maybe not. Wait, oh god. No, no! Okay, that jump is probably barely not makeable, but that's sad because I wanted this to link to itself. That is like it's such a teaser. You know, I guess beyond green wheels, we should be on the lookout for more boxes that can potentially go back. Not that room. Or mushrooms that can go back. In this room had a box that can go back. Okay. Oh, nice stack. Alright. Man, imagine if that landed perfectly on the other box and then I could not move it anymore. It was just wasted effort because we have a... God, I'm worried. Because the reset mechanic, we know how it works. Just that stuff on the left gets preserved, basically. Why would they allow this box to get moved if there wasn't something suspicious to do with it? Okay, here. Here's something I can do that's different. Get here. Hopefully I don't mess up the pushes. Okay. No, God. No, can I still shove? Yes, okay, oh my god, oh my god. So this is now the other box that has been shoved to the screen. Which means, if I reset here, I still have it. Alright, excellent. Oh my god. Let's bring it here. Be careful with it. Oh god. Only the one on the left wants to be shoved a little bit to the left. No. Oh god. Ever. Okay, now bring it through the screen. Shove up. And up again. Okay. And it looks like this one wants to go here. And we have a box left for some reason. You gotta be kidding me. Wait, X. A tiny plush toy of yourself. What was that doing there? Legendary. I mean, look, I was wondering if you could bring it all the way to the left. Well, I guess I wasn't actively wondering it, because there is this. You see, what is this? Is there gonna be some super warp where we can bring a box through a warp or something ridiculous and that lets you get up here? But I think you need a stack of 2. Let's just look at the menu and see if there's, and see our progress. Oh! Okay, somehow it still says 83% though, but hey, 100%. I don't know how to get the other 17% main game progress. There was a super... You know, I'm at this elevator and you would swear that the super jump would work here because... But it just doesn't, I think. I haven't got it to work. This game has so many teasers. So it was possible to do the super jump. So when you see this, you would think this means you can do some sort of ultra jump But I don't think you can do this either. No, it's not. Whatever. Is there a secret room here? No, screw doing the puzzle, even though we know we failed it earlier, right? Because... No! Oh, we fall to the... Okay, well, okay, that confirms there is nothing there, yeah? We even ruined our reset to here. Okay, there's probably nothing. Even though we haven't established this platform, doesn't have any special thing, but whatever. Does this clown have anything in the shop? No. Actually, there was a room near the left side. You know, the area that I kind of forgot because, you know, I expected the left to be the starting point. But no, this is the starting point. And so we have a bunch of rooms to go from here. I've already warped to it, but might as well warp to the exact same location again just to show it, I guess. Here. So it was back, I think, from here. Nope, not here. There was an elevator room, I swear to God. Here. Okay. This was the one where there was obviously a suspicious go up point. Now I have to think about what that is. Well, we had a super jump, right? God, I hope that's what it is. But yes, we had the classic. We went for the right. We want to stay at the right side and do this. But not quite. Because there's a super jump opportunity. No! No! Awful. Maybe we can do it. Because, like, the left side is the suspicious bit. It looks like I can jump from here to here to here. But I can't press down when on a platform. I never tried pressing down on a platform. I also, like, this is also a valid way, I guess. But yeah, I have my doubts. Here, maybe? No! What about here? I'll probably miss the jump, though. Yep. Yes! Okay, good. Okay, well, this is different. It's a toggler, okay. And this X controls X and Y. And I'll have to find a way to toggle this, moving back and forth. Well, it kind of feels like it's an X thing. It'd be a funny troll if it was X to Y and it was just boosted jumps, but it's probably not it. I mean, I can't... You know what? I can't say that it's not it. Because what if it actually is? Well, it kind of looks like it's close, which is honestly disturbing. Right, then it's probably just X to X. So watch as it goes on the button. Now I'll probably get off this first because it looks like it's kind of a one-way deal. Like, because when you do this, the distance, the X distance between them is too small and we wouldn't be able to get the keys in the other order. Okay. Let's see what this is now. Hopefully there wasn't an upwards exit in that room. So we can do that. There's spikes on this block. That's special. Also, I can't get down. Wonderful. Okay. Well, what is there to do? Only a shove or what? Feels kind of bad. Because I can't even get this up. Oh, well, hopefully there's a way to fix that. But let's shove. Push this up. Now, the whole point of that is we want to get this out. Okay, this is just like... It's pretty direct, right? Well, no, because we can't get back down. Is there a way to switch it out so that this is on the other side? Because those are the kinds of one-way platforms we cannot jump... We cannot go back down. Maybe it just blocks the door. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay. Alright. Hit the switch, and let's go through. Excellent. Alright. Okay. This is on a timer, and there's... Okay, so this is like... It's showing that you can do this, come on. And be inside the block. Now, do I kill it while it's on there? I think I do, yes. There was no way to get to the other side of this, was there? Like, on the to the top left with a bounce? It looks like it would not have gone anywhere different. Okay. X controls just this X. And why would I want this? It looks like getting on this... Like, triggering these buttons is just, like, a bad idea in general. That's interesting. Like, there's something special about being on the midway point as well. But how this X could never be modified, right? Not with a shove, not with anything. Just use the buttons and... Oh, we need... Oh, shoot. Okay. At the end, we actually do need it back on, that's why. Okay. But still, that seems like it is... There's very little problem with it. Do want to be careful, though. Which that one was not. I still want it to be in the middle of the boxes, such that we don't have a problem. You cannot get this while airborne. Okay, I think that's what the drop down is for, then. You go here, you drop down, so that when you go to the right... Whoops. Okay, good, we got it. The whole point was that you need to press right at the same time, such that... Did I accidentally press left at one point? No, I went off the button, is the thing. Okay, so we need to do this. Press left. Oh my god. Press left very slightly, and then get the key. Oh my god. Here. Now jump off while pressing left or something. Damn it! Ugh. Fine, punish me for being lazy and not wanting to do this, which is much safer, but also I want it to be lazy. Okay, here. Also, this is 3, so that you need to jump first and do it. Jump first and do it. Yep, there we go. Okay. And... trinket. 3 antique coins. The tank sounds full. Okay, speaking of full, do I have a full completion now? What? Well, in this room, remember this room? We tried to exit through the hole over here, but we never tried it on the left hole. Chess battle advanced. Okay, in this room... Oh, well, I can't even get up there, whoops. There was this room. This room, remember this? Now we can super jump up here. Okay, well... Well, I've looked around a lot and I can't find anywhere to make the main progress go up. It's really ridiculous because, like, the ending is done. And if you're gonna have 2 different progress bars that don't contribute to main percent, how unexpected. You found all the secret content that requires post-demo knowledge, but you haven't found all the secrets. Oh my god. I guess that means... Okay, that seriously looks like a place that might be somewhere, but no, again, it's nothing. Okay, here's a room that I can't believe that the map... I wish the map was a little better, but we're here, and we missed... I was, like, too happy to progress in this room. This is the one where both mushrooms help you go to the right. I don't know if we still want to have that carried on with us, but you can fall down here. Oh my god. Okay. We have to keep the binding with us. Oop, and we're gonna fall. Alright, hold on just a moment. There we go. We gotta wait again. The binding breaks. Okay, and we're in this room that we haven't been to before. So the timing when we pick this up probably matters. And this will affect our Y as well. Well, I guess if it affects our Y, I guess it doesn't matter that much. So we do this. When it's moving left, our jump height is basically reduced. When right, it's better. Let's do it to the right. What? Wait, hold on. Let's try that again, but better. Jump height up. Yes. Because now we're gonna need jump height lower or something there, but I guess that's fine. We just do it when it's moving left instead. Moving left is fine. You can't pick up the coin? It's only 1 coin. Okay. Our percent didn't even go up. Looking at this room, it's a suspicious room, I think. Can you go in here? I can barely think of how you would get this out, though. And then back in to use it as an elevator. But the thing is, you actually kind of can. Because remember this place? Where you could get the block out, and I thought there was no point in doing that anymore. You can land on... Oh, well. Maybe our Y can affect that block's X or something. Then we may need to be careful with the idea. Okay, so hopefully it jumps and, like, stays on that block. Yes, good. Okay, and then I jump, and then it moves back to the left, so that I can actually push it downwards. And it can't go down that far. Ugh, you gotta be kidding me. Maybe we should reset this room, which means we need to do that, but come from the other side. Woo. Alright, let's just do this again. Alright, again. Gee, I can't wait to mess this up. I can only modify that one's X. This would only make sense if there was like a sparkling coin on top of that green, but let's just say this run is cooked, okay? Like, we're just doing this for experimentation's sake. And now that X is not locked, which is consistent with the time that we did this normally. Actually, we know this is too tall to push, so like, no, we can't even push it to the side. So it's not possible to get on top of this elevator somehow. Alright, well, I don't understand that room, if that is relevant. And then we have this thing. Maybe this was like the intended way to get here. No, that's a one-way? That's a one-way platform to the side? Okay, never knew that. Well, that was a freaking blank. The other option is to use the block and put it on this box and then move it left. But when you look at the left room, what does an extra box do in this room? I really don't know. Back to the drawing board. Okay, god damn it, this place keeps on giving. Just looking through this area again. It's so unbelievable. No, it's the other way around. It must be. This is actually even more insane looking. Y to X. So moving up also moves you to the right, and vice versa. And you can go in this thing. Great. We're back with the YX platforming. Okay, that was just a test. The test was, is there anything below? So... you can think of it like, when you jump, you constantly move in the same place, so you just need to not overshoot. And not get baited, I guess. Yeah. God damn it. Can you just, like, do that? Yeah, okay, that's better. Okay, how bad is... this? Like, this is not that bad. And the duration you hold the jump button also matters. Just a single coin for that. Oh. Oh, and that leads here. Which is why that was a one-way. That's all... there was a hint... that was a one-way, even though I didn't realize it at the time. I should say realize from now on to match how the British write down that word. Also, it turns out I need to recollect this coin, because going to the main menu is not a save. It doesn't even, like... I guess the reason it didn't show up is because that's an undiscovered room to me, but that is super annoying. Oh my god. I really hope I haven't lost any important triple coin progress, something as dumb as that. Hey, I looked in this room and thought that maybe bring that box over, as you remember, could have moved, like, could have gotten us up and to the right, but it turns out it's a failure due to obvious reasons now. The mushroom is not high enough. Anyway, goodbye. You know, the water coming from the top of this is an insanely good detail. I mean, I was suspicious of, like, stuff off screen way before then, but it's still a really good detail. Anyway, it turns out I pressed main menu in this section, so I have to do it all again. Yay. Anyway... sure hope that now... assuming there was no secret in this room, by the way, which would be even worse. Game saved. Main menu. There we freaking go. Anyway, bye. I love how you have to end at 19 antique coins, too. Why isn't it 20? People don't like satisfaction. Anyway, bye.